easiest side hustle out there. The kind that doesn't cost you a single red cent to kick off and can actually put some serious cash in your pocket each month. Well, it ain't freelancing. That can eat up way too much of your precious time. It's not drop shipping with all that inventory headache, and definitely not that whole crypto roller coaster. Way too intense for this guy. Man, I'm talking about selling digital products, and I'm about to lay out why they're the ultimate way to make some extra cash and income without constantly clocking in more hours. Listen, I poured in over $3,000 last month just slinging digital products, and in this video, I'm breaking down the exact system that lets anyone, even you if you're just starting out, create, get the word out about it, and sell digital products that actually solve real problems for folks. And by the way, if you're new here, my name's Ronnie, and my thing is helping regular folks like you, the ones that's grinding at 9 to 5, match or even blow past their current income by tapping into the power of digital products. And listen, the absolute easiest digital product side hustle you can jump into for free, in my humble opinion, is making and selling your very own digital creations. Most of us start out in what I call the regular world of side hustles. You know the drill: delivering food after your day job, selling handmade stuff at local markets, or staying up late to finish those freelance gigs. I've been down that freelancing road, and trust me, I remember those days of counting every single hour because that's exactly how much I make. And honestly, trading your time for money like that never really felt right to me. And that's the big hang up with those traditional side hustles. You get stuck in this never ending cycle of giving up your precious time for a little bit of cash. And the only thing you can never get back is your time. So, with those hustles, if you want to make more, you got to work more hours. But there are only so many hours in a day, and you got to sleep and hopefully spend some quality time with your family. But with digital products, they totally flip that script. Instead of selling your hours over and over, you make something valuable once and you can sell it as many times as folks need it. And the coolest part, you don't have to be some tech wizard or have a bunch of fancy gear to get started. I made my first digital product that actually took off just using Canva. Simple as that. So there's no coding skills needed, no spending a fortune on software, not even any startup cash. But what you do need is a simple system that actually works. And after plenty of trial and error, trust me, I've been there. I've figured out a straightforward 3-step approach that consistently brings in sales. And I'm going to break down that exact system for you a bit later, so stick around. So, what exactly is the awesome side hustle that costs nothing to start? Well, it's all about creating and sharing your know-how through digital products. Think about things like PDFs, templates, guides, or even short little courses. These can be anything from meal plan templates to social media strategy guides to design templates. The possibilities are seriously endless, and it all starts with the knowledge you've already got. But the most common thing I hear about digital products is a bit of doubt. Folks say things like, Ronnie, I don't have any special skills that people will actually pay for. And I hear it all the time. And honestly, that used to be exactly how I thought too. But here's the kicker. The digital products that really do well often come from regular folks like you and me who figured out a specific problem that others are desperately trying to solve. And let me tell you something that might surprise you. When I made my first digital product that actually did well, I wasn't the best at it. Not even close. I was actually having a tough time selling it at first, but that struggle led me to my biggest breakthrough because a lot of folks just jumping in make a big mistake. They create products that they think people want instead of solving problems that people are actually having. And I learned this the hard way. I spent hours making all these low-priced digital products, and I was convinced they'd sell like crazy. I thought, this is exactly what everybody needs. And I was so pumped to launch them all. And during silence, I mean complete silence, crickets, not even a single sale. It was pretty deflating, but when I stopped guessing and started asking, I reached out to a small group of folks with a simple question: what's your biggest struggle right now? And their answers really opened my eyes. That's when I realized I needed to create a solution that solved the exact problem that they were telling me about. And that's when my products took off, because I was helping with a real need that was keeping people up at night. I call this the one step ahead principle. You don't got to be 100 steps ahead of someone to help them. You just need to be one step ahead. Think about it. When you're stuck on something, do you always go to the world's leading expert, or do you just ask someone who's just figured it out themselves? That person who's just a little further down the road often explains things in a way that's easier to understand and relate to. So here's my super simple way of looking at solving problems, and it's worked for me. First, find a specific group of people that you feel a connection with or that you're already a part of. Second, really listen to their complaints, their questions, and what's making them frustrated. And also, you could check places like Facebook groups, Reddit, or comments on YouTube videos. And third, think about which of those problems you personally overcome or where you've got some experience or know-how. And speaking of solving problems, here's something a lot of folks think about digital products. They believe you need all these fancy tools and got to spend a ton of money on creating, getting the word out, and selling them. Well, that's really not the truth. A lot of folks just starting out get lost in all the marketing ideas, the design stuff, and all the different tools. But it really just boils down to 3 basic steps that anyone can do. So let's talk about those. The first step is to create valuable content that draws in the folks you want to reach. And you don't got to post every single day or have all the fancy camera gear. I've found that when you share stuff online, it's better to focus on quality rather than throwing a bunch of stuff out there every day. But it is important to connect with those folks who are reaching out. So, you want to know my little secret to staying consistent online without burning out? Well, of course you all know I use YouTube, and I jot down some notes for all my videos ahead of time. Then I'll spend a day or two each month filming a few videos all at once. And step 2 is to build an email list by offering some real helpful free stuff. These could be checklists, templates, guides, anything that gives people a little taste of what you know. When someone finds your social media stuff helpful, they'll often be happy to share their email address to get more of your helpful advice. Think of these freebies as little samples of the help you can provide. You're building trust, and at the same time, you're growing your most valuable asset, your email list. And that email list is truly your secret weapon because unlike social media, you actually own that list. There are no sudden changes in algorithms. You're not fighting for attention with everyone else, and there's no risk of the platform just disappearing. You have a direct line to the folks who have already shown that they're interested in what you have to offer. Now, step 3 is to set up a simple way for people to buy from you, a checkout page. These days, you don't need a fancy website or a complicated system. You just need a straightforward way for folks to purchase your product. I recommend a tool called System.io because they offer a completely free account for up to 2,000 email subscribers. And when they say free, they mean free forever. So this means you can literally start your digital product business without spending a single dime up front. Once you have your checkout page set up, you just send helpful emails to your subscribers that naturally guide them towards your digital product. So all you really need to do is genuinely try to help them and point them towards the more in-depth solution that they're already looking for. And what makes this whole thing work so well is just how simple it is. It creates a natural flow. Your social media stuff brings in folks. Your freebies turn those folks into email subscribers. And then your emails guide those subscribers to your checkout page. Each step builds on the one before it, creating a steady way to bring in a little extra income. Now, the great thing about this approach is that growing it is pretty straightforward too. If you want to make a bit more, you just need to get more people to your checkout page. And how do you do that? Get more email subscribers. And how do you get more email subscribers? You get more folks following you and watching your stuff on social media. It's really just a simple numbers game that anyone can play. So, obviously, you see, I use YouTube to share my thoughts and connect with folks. And that's where a lot of people find me and start to trust what I have to say. Now, as you can see, I, of course, use YouTube. This is my platform of choice, but you can use any platform that you want. But this is the platform I use to put content out there so I can connect with people and show them that I have something to offer that can help them solve their problems. And then, of course, the software I use to automate everything and send out those emails and build my email list is System.io. As you can see, they do have a free forever plan. So of course it comes with its limitations, but you get up to 2,000 contacts. You can send out unlimited emails. You get at least one email campaign, but you don't need your credit card to sign up. It's free. Keep using it until you exceed those limitations. And then it just starts at $27 and goes up to $97 per month. And if you want to get started with your free account with System.io, you can check out my YouTube description down below where you'll get an awesome deal just for signing up. And then to create those digital products, you can use something like Canva. Canva also has a free forever account. It's just $0 to get started. But if you ever want to upgrade and get access to more of their features, it just starts at $15 a month. And by the way, if you don't want to use Canva, you can also use things like Microsoft Excel or Google Docs or Google Word. They're absolutely free as well. The thing you're just doing is creating a spreadsheet or a PDF. The people are going to pay for it because of the value you provide, not because of all the graphics and designs and beautiful colors in it. So always keep that in mind. But the main takeaway is you can absolutely do this. It's not hard to get started. You just need the right system in place. So I hope this video helped you. And after watching this video, you might be asking yourself, okay, Ronnie, I'm ready to get started. What's the next step? How can I do this so I can get to where you are? But that's why you want to watch the video popping up on your screen. Because when you pair what you just learned in this video with what you're going to learn in the next, it's going to make you way more powerful. Stay blessed.